It's another beautiful midweek evening, and as usual, you know it's all about a broken pen. Now today's pen, dear, guys, in some what is your take on dating a married person? For whatsoever reason that you have, what will you do if you discover that the person that you're with is married? What would you do if you had a dream and the person that you were dating's wife or husband was chasing you in the dream? I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, but that is why we have Broken Pen every Thursday night at 8 p.m. only on MX24 TV. Now you can join the conversation on all of our social media platforms at MX24GH with the hashtag Broken Pen, or you can send your messages via WhatsApp on the number 0550 331 511. Again, my name is Yabita and I'm trying to fix this broken pen. As usual, I've got my guest that I always do this with, and today I am honored to have these two very, you understand when I finally introduce them. So I'm going to start with, last week I started with the lady. Today I'm going to start with the man. He's an MC, he's a gentleman. I mean, since we've been sitting here, he's been very nice with me. He's been, he's been trying to crack some jokes, but But guys, put it together for Mr. Dave Lamte. Dave, what's up?
I'm good.
If you come, you will chop knuckle. That's right. Boom, boy. What's up?
We're good. The economy is nice. We're doing okay.
The economy is not nice like that. But
even the sun is feeling the economy there.
It's hot like nobody's business. And on his right, sitting glamorously, must I add, is your very own, if you're on our morning show, the AM Club, you already know her. She's a journalist and TV show host, Mimi Udwak Mensah. Hi, Mimi. See, it's like I knew that you were going to wear some. Sometimes we have this, the connection. The connection.
So people just had to leave me out.
Yeah, the one in white. I don't know if it is because today is Salah,
yes,
the Salah. I don't know.
Supporting color.
That's right. I mean, I'm complimenting anyway.
So that's beautiful. So guys, we have Mr. Dave Lamte and Mimi tonight for the show. But before we start, as usual, Telecel says you're about to have the world at your fingertips because the wait is finally over. Telecel is here. Now you have everything you want and need. Quick and reliable communication, stress-free money transactions via Telecel Cash, transforming your big business idea into success stories with Telecel Business and more. Connect with Telecel and enjoy a world of endless possibilities because with Telecel, there is no limit to connections. Telecel, connecting energies. Ooh, that was quite, Tonight, our broken pen is titled, I Am Afraid to Fall Asleep. Let's try to fix this broken pen after this short commercial break. We'll be right back.
We are back, bringing you the latest lineup from Betway. Betway starts strong with their front two, with Free Play Friday and Swipe Bet. In the middle, you've got all the control with Cash Out and Build a Bet. Plus, with Win Boost, you can boost your sports bets. At the back, they have Smart Picks and the Partial Daily Jackpot.
You always get way more with Betway.
This
advert has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. No under 18. Terms and conditions apply. Betway. Get way more.
This is a call to you. The dreamers. The ones that see no boundaries.
Dreamers take a chance.
The explorers that chart their own path.
Unlock the vibes, connect the energy.
The ones that dare to challenge the status quo.
Get connected, feel the
When others try to think outside the box, you wonder, what box?
catch the wave, enjoy the ride.
To the architects of their journeys. Every connection is an opportunity to explore every experience. This is your call to adventure. Your journey begins here. Be bold, be daring, be free. Connecting passions, connecting dreams, connecting ambitions. Telecel, connecting energies.
To fix this broken pen from our studios here at MX24, we definitely need something refreshing for the parched throat. And who else? Nag's Cocktail Bar. And imagine mediano. And I don't know. Today's story is going to be quite a difficult one, and so I most definitely need my cocktail from Nag's Cocktail Bar to keep the parched throats very sultry, very liquefied, so that when we are talking, you'll be able to hear what we are saying. But guys, embrace that enchanted spectacle that would leave memories worth repeating with your guests. What's your vibe? No matter your take or vibe to life, we've got you covered. Nag's Cocktail Bar and Calabash is your best plug for all your local and cocktail needs. Call us on 0241 487 904, 0241 487 904, or you can also reach them on their social media pages at Zicopai on Instagram, and at Frank Cock on TikTok. Frank C-O-R-K on TikTok. Let me remind you that this is an interactive show, and so if you want to leave your comments, you want to say something, you can do so on any of our social media platforms at MX24GH, or you can also send your messages to our WhatsApp platform on the number 0550 331 511, 0550 331 511. Now to the elephant in the room. We're about to read the story for tonight. Can we have that on the screen? Great. Now my guests, please pay attention. Dear MX24, please help me. I'm just an SHS graduate. I graduated about 5 years ago and I've been hustling on my own for some time now. I get no help from anyone or anywhere until I miraculously got a single room self-contained where I could lodge for some time as I continued to figure life out. On the day of moving into my new place, I got into an accident. My leg took most of the damage, but I made it through and no severe harm or damage was caused. I call it a blessing in disguise because it was through my accident that I met my current man. Before anything, I'd like your readers to know I love this man very much, and people shouldn't judge too much unless they've been in my situation. He was the attending doctor at the hospital on the day of the accident. He took good care of me while I was hospitalized and went even further by checking on me after I was discharged. We began talking and getting to know each other, and before I knew it, a relationship had begun. I made him aware of my status in life and where I wanted to go, and he understood my situation by making me aware that he was going to help me out. Fast forward a few weeks, he has gotten me into a nursing school where I've been training and he pays for all my expenses. Aside all of this, he gives me my allowance and takes care of not only me but my dad. Life has been going on well, and I've even started saving for rainy days. During the course of our relationship, I found out later when we had started going out and deep into the relationship that he was a married man. In fact, this is his second marriage and they have a child together. I was hurt, but I had to remember that no help was coming from anywhere, and if I left him, the comfort I'm enjoying now will all vanish. And aside all of that, I loved him. It's not like I wanted to replace his wife. I have responsibilities and that only he can help with. His wife is an influential woman in a big company, and well, he's a doctor who works in his dad's hospital. Here's why I'm in a dilemma. Recently, I've been getting nightmares. I see a woman chasing me, sometimes about to harm me. I'll sleep and I'll be having sleep paralysis, all because in my sleep, this woman is choking me. I asked my man to let me see a picture of his wife, and lo and behold, my oppressor in the dream is the exact same woman. Just the other day, she was asking me for my nails in a dream, and when I woke up, I was sweating. Sex with him doesn't feel the same anymore, and I'm scared. Even after sex, I can't sleep or relax because I keep seeing an image of his wife in my head. I'm constantly on guard as if someone is watching me about to do me harm. It has gotten to the point where I leave all my lights on, whether morning or night. I've spoken to my man about it and he says I'm just paranoid. Mind you, he himself said his wife is very spiritual. I like to think I'm just imagining things, but I'm beside myself with worry. I don't know how to fix this broken pen. I don't want to attribute this to religion or have a pastor put my issues out there. I want to solve this as stealthily as possible and quietly. Kindly help me fix my broken pen. I'm sorry, but when I was reading and I heard choke me, the only thing that came into my head was, oh, this love is choke. No be joke. Oh. The love is choking. But this is quite a very serious issue. But even before we delve into that, I just want to remind you that all of you that we are proudly sponsored by Betway, and Betway says Ayesoko. The Akosomo Dam may be big, but Betway's cash out is bigger. Our enhanced early partial and auto cash out feature lets you cash your bets out early, cash out a portion of your ongoing bets, or even set your bets to cash out automatically. All this to give you way more control over every thrilling bet you place. Sign up today at betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. And remember, Betway is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Betway, get way more. Now we're turning our attention to the topic on ground. She says she cannot fall asleep. When she falls asleep, it's like somebody is there, Mr. Drew. It's choking. Why is Mimi laughing? Why are you laughing? That choking in the dream. It's either that. And so I'm going to start. I'm starting with Mimi.
Please do.
What's your take on married people dating other people?
Of course, listen, I am totally against it. I want to get married one day, and I do not want to have a situation where my husband is out here.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to support it on any level,
Yeah.
whether it's a mistake, whether you slipped from your bathroom and fell into
the sump.
because they always say it's a mistake, and I'm saying that you calculated, planned,
Yes.
and proposed to this girl or lured this girl into this relationship, and you're telling me it's a mistake. Wow.
That
How
can be a
amazing it
mistake.
could be.
That's an amazing mistake.
Interesting.
Jesus is still in the miracle business.
I'm telling you. With this lady's situation, I
Yeah.
can understand. However,
Yeah.
so I've already established that I'm not with it.
You're not, yeah.
Do not date married men. It's a huge responsibility that you're putting upon yourself, and you don't want to deal with all of that stress. Listen, you're harming another home. You're hurting a family, so you want to be careful. But in this young lady's situation, I can understand why it would be hard for her to immediately exit this relationship, knowing very well that she was lied to or misinformed into the relationship. I'm sure maybe based on, not just because she was struggling or she is struggling, but maybe the moral standard is high, kakra.
Yeah.
Papa catch her and say, or a married man, one date,
Yes.
and mind you, she's a young girl going through life is life in here.
Life is lashing like nobody's
as in,
business.
when you look at this girl, be like, what did you do wrong? Do you want us to join you? Apologize to God.
I don't mean to laugh, but life is lashing me. That is small.
So my sister, we are all inside this thing.
Amen.
And so for me, I can understand where she finds herself.
Yeah.
She was lied to into the relationship. She finds out at the peak of the relationship where you see, what I heard someone talk about why women choose wealthy men, and I didn't know that people understood the entire situation like this. That women are out here looking for security, not money. Women are not out here looking for men with plenty money in their pockets. No, women naturally. That's why you see that parents, man, the wife and the husband, when you give birth to a daughter, she naturally navigates towards authority.
Authority, yeah.
Because that is who we are. We navigate naturally towards authority, because between the mother and father, the father is the head.
Yes.
And then you see the boys, because they are in charge naturally, they will navigate towards who they can take care of. It's how the human but that's how biologically we are built. So for a young lady who has seen somebody who is first of all in authority, a man who can fix her problem, naturally, or someone he said,
yeah, still.
because he is the one with the solution to her problem. Naturally, she will first of all navigate towards this person and learn to love. And that kind of love is real. I'm telling people that people fall in love with rich men, and it's not because they deliberately want the rich men. It's because that is how we are wired. So if the man was in a kiosk and he's the one controlling the whole area security, that's the man, the woman who go to, and he doesn't even have money. That's how we are wired to be. So I can understand why she would have fallen in love with this man. She was going through life. And this man had the solution to her problem. Now, my only problem is that, how is it that up until the time that they had, they dated, for how long did they date?
Well,
okay, give me that later. But when she found out that the man was married, even though, and we can, you and I can tell that. See, when the matters of the heart come to play,
when love is involved, it's quite hard to just detach.
You can't do it like that. It's not automatic.
Yeah.
But when you find out that the person
is married, has a kid,
and she said something that I absolutely loved. She said she's saving for rainy days, which means that girl,
yes, the mind
the girl get brains. She's smart,
aware of
her situation. Yes. I think that was the time that she should have quickly said that, you know what, I wish you told me the truth. It is your fault that this is not going to happen. Listen, sometimes you have to exit situations that are dangerous. Especially, listen, you'll be dating a married man and you won't even see a shadow of the devil pass your door. But when you are seeing things like someone coming after you,
then it means
then this girl truly, this is a vibe she's giving me. She truly does not love herself to that point. She feels like she's nothing without this man. That is painful.
Yeah.
To see that a girl realizes that this is a man that I'm not supposed to be with, aside of the fact that he lied to me into the relationship, on top of it, I'm getting attacked. She doesn't love herself enough to say that I'm exiting this thing.
No, she's still going to be there.
Because snippets the bayira.
Yeah.
Stipends the bayira.
Stipends are going to
a gift the bayira. Responsibility. And listen, I have headache when I hear that parents are taking gifts, money and stuff from their children's boyfriend.
Exactly.
Hey, this thing blows my mind.
Because then you put them in a position where even when they want to leave, they're like, hey, but my dad, this person takes care of my
especially
dad.
when the dad is sick. Why?
I don't know why.
Why? So listen, that would be what I'll kick the conversation off with. I feel like she should have made that decision from the beginning, like from the point where she found out that this man is, especially when you're getting attacked. Because it's giving me, I don't care about myself, I can die.
Yes, exactly. That's the type of vibe that it's giving. But then I'm going to move on to Mr. Dave Lamte.
Yes,
what is your take? Married people dating other people.
Firstly, my gender.
Your gender.
My gender.
This is gender.
Gender not seen too
It's my
much.
gender. You know, I mean, you know. I mean, well, listening to it, That was his second marriage.
Yes, that's his second marriage.
He's
You
a
know.
serial cheat.
As this
You can imagine,
this particular one of my gender is a special one.
It's a special
breed.
You know, it's a special one. And I mean, I don't have much to say about him because he has, from what I hear, he has a seared conscience. He's made up his mind. This is the way
this
to
is what
go.
I'm going to
It's normalized, and today's society, things are easily normalized.
Normalized.
You know,
We've normalized so many
the
things.
worst sins
The
are
worst.
easily normalized.
Exactly.
You know, the worst is normalized, and you have social media to back you up because you see it.
There's always somebody
repetitively.
defending it.
You know, yes. And so on the man's side, it's like, I mean, even if the devil was to attack anybody, the man, he won't look at him because so later. You know, because
he would date the devil in addition.
yeah, you know, and his mind is made up.
Yeah.
And this girl just happened to have, you know, fallen within that circumstance of, I mean, that unfortunate circumstance. Now, for the girl, I believe,
Yeah.
and from what I read, what I hear, I believe that she has a spiritual kakra wonimu, because she's lucky. Not everybody can dream.
Yeah.
This thing that we're talking about, I think there are so many people going through it, right? It's not just her. So she's not alone. First and foremost, she should know that she's not alone.
Yeah.
And she's not the first to deal with this, and she's not the first to come out of it, and she will come out of it, right? But she's blessed to be having the dream she's having.
Because it's like a signal. It's giving you a signal.
It just reminds me of Pharaoh. Right?
Yes.
Pharaoh. The warnings are coming.
But your man said, nah.
You see? First warning. Now they are taking nails. Right? Very soon hair.
Then the body parts will follow.
You see? You know? So she's blessed to be having the dreams. Okay? Now, coming back to, I think you touched on it extensively, right? So I am going to come from a spiritual standpoint.
Okay.
Well, you're having the dreams. That's God loving you enough to give you signals.
Exactly.
Loving you so much to give you signals. Now, I would say that I am blessed to be working within a space where it has to do with marriage, right? And I may be an entertainer and I'm an MC, bring the joy, but I respect marriage. That is a great institution God made, right? And it cannot be desecrated.
Exactly.
You know, standards, I think each and every individual, like, we should come out of the normalized society of these things are normal, right? We should come out of it. It's not easy, you know, especially in this world where we live in, where everything is literally available and normal. So your sin, no cry, this person too has done it. So, you know.
But let me put this in. Would our sentiments be different if he was divorced?
Listen, listen. I
Yeah.
tell you this.
Okay. Tell me. Talk to me.
And I take a deep breath because the Bible is against divorce to an extent, right? So infidelity is one of the things that should break a marriage.
That's right.
That is like that's tickets for you to get out of marriage. If he was divorced and she was pursuing this young lady, of course she should stay in it if it's a good place.
But
Of course,
once there's no-
without the dreams.
Without the dreams are very
If
dangerous.
the man is divorced, of course, right? Because he's not with anybody yet. Even though the Bible says
Says,
that, don't marry the divorced man.
Divorce, but
And I'm not saying we teaching here have normalized marrying divorced men, but they're also human beings. They deserve love.
they deserve love.
So I'm
So
just saying,
if you're divorced, then it would have.
they would have been different.
But
Yeah.
knowing that he's actively in a marriage,
That is
right.
wrong.
hit.
For
That's right.
him,
That makes it.
That's right. You know, and that was her signal. It's hard, like you're saying. She was emotionally invested.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And there were two sides. She loved the man truly, and then also loved the fact that, like you said, she was actually benefiting something from the man.
yes.
Now, Dave, I like that when you were talking about the dream aspect, you're saying that you're going to get a little spiritual. I want to ask you, how seriously do you take your dreams?
Hey, I barely dream.
Oh,
Yes, but
Okay.
when I dream, it's serious. But amazingly, I have so many people around me who dream about me.
wow.
Yes, so many people, so many people.
If you are watching and you've never dreamed about me,
You know,
shall see.
I can
yes,
see you.
you know,
I can see you.
you know, and so I don't take dreams lightly.
Lightly.
You know, you dream anything, wake up in the morning, you don't understand it, pray about it. You know, sometimes you dream and you forget. I barely dream. I used to dream a lot. You know, back then, me bomb pie pan my and stuff
But
like
I say, bomb high.
But the only thing is, maybe a wedding no Saturday, now by 1 a.m. The menam quants maybe be about 2 a.m. And you come, I say, Lord, thank you.
Thank you for a successful day. No,
yeah, now me bogos for no kakana. You know, it's not easy. Being consistent, it's not easy. But I'm still blessed, I consider, because I have so many people around me who dream about me. And the dreams they come to tell me about are things that I see happen when they are good. You know, and the ones that are bad, I feel it, that there's something amiss. And so when the dream comes, it's like a confirmation.
Right.
So rise to prayer. It's a prompt, it's a warning. You know, so rise to prayer. And look, believe it or not, you can, there are things that are highly spiritual in this earth. You know, on this earth, you cannot overlook it.
You can't.
You cannot overlook it. It's either you are that way or you are this way.
Yes.
You know, so you have to pick a side. If you are in between, he's not minding you because on your threat.
Exactly.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
It's either he can use you or not, but you are not a threat.
You have done yourself mutro mujwe, you are living inside the life. But maybe, do you take your dreams seriously?
Highly.
Highly.
My dreams are probably what I depend on, and I'm probably one of those few people. So they say Geminis are a little prophetic.
And a person so
so this is how serious it is. If I was going to do something, if I was going to start a project and I prayed about it, I'll have a dream about it. If I was dating someone and I asked God, please give me a sign. I'm one of those people that God says that, like, you know, you're praying and then you say, God, give me a sign by dropping this phone, and then the phone does not pick it. No, not on my left. Let me keep it on my right. But my dreams are, I totally depend on them. And my dad always tells me that whenever you have a dream that you don't understand, what you do is that you pray, God, please, the negativity around this dream, turn it into positivity for me, especially when you don't understand, you can't find people to interpret it for you. My dreams, like I said, I depend on them. Anytime I have dreams I forget, I know that my spiritual life is red. Yeah. And I have to put some, you know, I have to put some energy in it. Anytime I have it, it's like the way God tells me that, young lady, wake up and start praying.
That's right.
Because you can't, as a spiritual person, they have, and yeah, I see about spiritual interpretations, but to have dreams and forget is a sign of spiritual weakness.
Oh, okay.
Yes, to have dreams, because the devil is using. Because what if you're a child of God, or if you're a spiritual person in God's direction, God reveals things that happen around you to you through your dreams, especially because you're not a prophet and you will not see it when you're standing in yes, we, no, you're not going together. So God will reveal things to you in your dreams. If you keep forgetting these dreams, is the devil attacking your because you know life is spiritual. I always say that life is more spiritual than it is physical. Because whatever happens in the physical, it happens first in the spiritual. So whatever happens to me, if something negative happens to me in the physical, I know that my spiritual life is at stake because I didn't see it before it happened. Do you understand? Why didn't I see it before it happened? Because I'm supposed to know. God is supposed to give me signs. We have situations like Job's own that God didn't give him any sign. Because he needed that thing, he needed to prove a point with somebody. There are those instances. So it's not everything bad that happens to you that is like, you know, you're spiritually weak. Sometimes God has to take you through some tests.
That's true.
But when you are having dreams so vivid, with faces, with names,
exactly, with the actions, like the nail collecting and the
you wake up and you're sweating and you're crying and you cry from your dreams to reality.
Then you know
this is time.
That's the clear indication that something
is wrong.
Yeah, and even so, it's a clear indication that she is special.
Exactly.
You see,
she's lucky to have all of these indications.
She is special. There are people in this situation, they don't know what is going.
What they know.
They know that
your leg is not working,
coming.
Your head is something.
Yeah, and speaking to it, you know, now you're getting the signs. Ignore it, like I was talking about Pharaoh. It's going to get worse.
It's going to get, yes.
It is going to get worse. Now you're about to feel it physically.
Physically.
Right? And we're talking about the broken pen. I could see in the story that initially the broken pen was the situation. Now she is the broken
She
pen.
is the broken pen.
Yeah.
And these things, I realize that these things, they start to break you a little bit.
Yes.
Like, little by little. Every day you have those dreams.
Yeah.
Then you're getting broken inside of you.
Yeah.
Now let's backtrack a little bit to the point where, because I'm telling, when you talked about breaking you is what brought this idea into my mind. For the woman to think that I'm nothing without this man, it's total brokenness of spirit,
Exactly. Yes,
confidence, life, dignity,
You can't
everything.
even
Like,
move on because
How?
you've tied your entirety to this
man.
person.
And a man knows
no,
it.
no.
And he knows it, exactly. And he's playing on
And he's
that.
playing with that.
Because when she says that,
This your agenda.
oh, your wife is doing, I'm having these dreams. He said, oh,
It's the
you know,
imagination.
You're being
it's your
paranoid.
imagination. You're being paranoid. Paranoia?
Yeah, I heard
You're
paranoia.
joking me. I'm singing like this now. He joke inside my dream. But then again, now that we're mentioning the man, is it even right for doctors to date their patients?
No, ethically it's wrong.
Oh. Hey,
Ethically wrong.
some of you, when you go to hospital, you'll be checking the doctors out.
Yeah, I
Did you hear? They say it is what? Ethically wrong.
Yeah.
Now,
Ethically it's wrong.
now I'm coming today.
This is
When
nice.
someone is nice,
Yeah, this is nice.
Nax cocktail.
Hold on.
I haven't
See,
tasted
say,
mine yet.
3 points for Nax cocktail bar. Like I
Yeah.
told you, go and look for them on social media, okay?
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, some.
Show is one. We don't bring you. See, all the people we are bringing there, all
I
the
remember
sponsors, they
Caribbeans
are.
will be some question. No.
Bobby, mommy, what feeling is saying?
Feeling cool.
What feeling cool?
Economy.
Next, do 3 points. That's it. So I do 3 points. Good one there.
That's right.
Now
Yeah.
I want to continue.
Yeah.
If somebody is chasing you in a dream, and it is not the first time, it is not the second time, it is not the third time, what is the best thing to do?
Flee from whatever situation.
Flee. This is why they say run, don't walk.
You know, okay, let me make it easy for her. I mean, assuming she's still going through it, I'll make it easy for her. The signals are there,
Yeah.
right? Now she's her peace is lost. She's confused. First thing, pray.
Yeah.
Go down on your knees and
Yeah.
pray. And sometimes God will be silent. And he will show you in the dream again. Right? And then in your confusion, if you have anybody you believe to, you know, level up in spirituality, you find out from them that this is the dreams you have, you're praying, but you're not getting any answers. And then they will tell you, because you revere them spiritually, they will tell you that your prayer has already been answered. This is your answer. Flee.
Flee. I want to pick an opinion from Nags, our cocktail tender. You heard the story that we read out. If you were having a dream, like, we're assuming that we're putting ourselves in the position of the lady. If you were having these type of dreams, what are you going to do?
As a spiritual and someone who
Maybe
takes-
you're near your water call.
I really like my brother said, I don't joke with my dreams no matter what.
Yeah.
As soon as I have them, it's either I'm calling someone, a spiritual father, or people who pray, then I lay before them that they add it to their prayers. So far as the signs were laid bare to her, I believe she should have. But in the first place, I feel at the end of the day, she's just being selfish. She's just thinking about what I'm gaining, and forgetting about what's really at stake, her life and her future. Because at the end of the day, someone will come into your life, the person will go, no matter what. The doctor might be there now, but he might die. What if he dies right now? What happens
What
to
are
you?
you going to do?
As a person, you should value yourself. You should have at least something you